For the longest period, Isekai anime have acted as a trademark for the fantasy genre, whether it be by accident or by will of the mighty Truck-Kun. Each year presents some ever-unique concepts that enthralls audience and places them in a never-ending dilemma of which shows to skip and which ones to binge. Welcome back to Animeology, because today we've compiled for you the best new isekai and fantasy anime of 2023. Make sure to stick till the end. You're bound to find your next binge-worthy show. Number 10, Campfire Cooking in Another World with My Absurd Skill. The once great kingdom of Rage Tiger faces grave danger, with multiple enemies posing a threat to their safety. Desperate, they attempt to summon great heroes from the world unfamiliar. Besides 3 heroes, they manage to summon yet another great entity from the other world, the magnificent, the sensational Salaryman Tsuyoshi Mukata? It seems that a great mistake has been made, as his ability, Online Supermarket, seems worthless for combat. However, no statement could prove more wrong. For his power, Mukata can acquire food and cooking utensils straight from Japan. That, combined with his expert cooking skills, allows him to form a contract with Fenrir, a legendary wolf beast. With his delicious meals and Fenrir's ferocious strength, the duo commence many marvelous adventures, traveling the world together. So, if you think shopping is a useless skill, think again. Number 9, Summon to Another World. Again? Years ago, Suzaki Setsu got summoned to a fantastical world to help win a war. As such, he became the extremely popular savior of the people. This story, though, came to an unhappy ending when the king set a trap, ending the hero's tale and sending him back to his own world. Just one thing, he was a baby again. Now a 16-year-old high school student who everyone considers a gloomy loner relentlessly searches for ways to go back. One fateful day, his wish comes true. Suzaki and the rest of his class is summoned to that very world with a request for assistance. This time, though, he has no intention of being the good guy. Breaking away from the rest, he sets out on his own, not willing to waste this second chance. Number 8, My One-Hit Kill Sister. It's cruel how sometimes fate has its way. Asahi Ikusaba has always desired of being summoned to a fantastical world as a hero, and so one day he does. He becomes the chosen hero. Just one problem, he gained the weakest abilities, and just when all seems lost for the boy, as he stands defenseless against the charging beast, his elder sister Mayu shows up out of the blue, protecting her beloved younger brother. It appears that the protective older sibling has followed after her brother, not only reaching the new world but also gaining the strongest abilities. Miffed but powerless, Asahi is left with little choice but to work together. And so begins the chaotic yet adventurous tale of this brother-sister duo. Number 7, the reincarnation of the strongest exorcist in another world. Haruyoshi Koga was hailed as the almighty Exorcist, but that didn't stop him from trying to reach newer heights. However, this quest for power proved deadly when the Exorcist found himself at the wrong end of an assassination. In his final moments, he cast a reincarnation spell, vowing to become an even mightier Exorcist in his next existence. Reborn as Seika Lamperouge, things prove a tad more difficult for the Exorcist. Born an illegitimate son to a noble family priding itself of magic, the magicless Seika is left unbothered by his own kin. He, however, couldn't care less, for Seika has a purpose to strive for, determined not to make the same mistakes again. Seika sets out to achieve the heights he so wished for, gaining new allies as he heads along. Number 6. The Iceblade Sorcerer shall rule the world. There once raged a catastrophic war between two nations. One side, however, possessed the strongest sorcerer, the Iceblade Sorcerer. Using his unmatched prowess, the warrior helped sail the nation to victory, disappearing shortly after. But none knew of the hero's real name, Ray White. Done with the atrocities of war, years later, Ray enters the prestigious Arnold Academy for Sorcery, desiring but a normal, peaceful life. Attended solely by the nobility, this institute proves a challenge for the non-wealthy, promptly receiving the cold shoulder. Despite the setback, Ray secures his place amongst his peers, all while keeping his secret well under wraps. However, as new threats begin to surface, he may not be able to keep his secret for long. Number 5. Handyman Saitou in Another World. This story, like many others, has a rocky start. Saitou, a typical man working as a handyman. Though his skills benefit others on a daily basis, no one appears to recognize the value of a handyman, leaving him feeling underappreciated. But all changes one day when the titular character is taken into a fantastical world filled with magic and dungeons. Meeting knights, mages, and fairies, Saitou finds a purpose and appreciation in his once minuscule labor, earning him a respectable rank amongst adventurers. Things finally seem to align for the handyman. Not everything is sunshine and rainbows, however, for Saitou's appearance has triggered something that will change the world forever. Number 4. I got a cheat skill in another world and became unrivaled in this world too. For Yuya Tenjo, a kid bullied mercilessly both at school and home, the only thing kept him going was the unrequited love showered upon him by his grandfather. But cruel old fate seemed eager to strip him of even that. With Grandpa's passing, a grieving Yuya is kicked out, leaving him to take shelter in his grandfather's old house. However, what the boy discovers in his grandpa's home is a portal that leads to a fantastical world brimming with creatures and magic of all imagination. Gaining wealth, powers, and confidence, for the first time in his life, he appears happy. Now imagine the elation when Yuya discovers he can take those gifts back to the real world, turning his life around for good. And so begins a very different adventure. Number 3. Dead Mount Death Play. There once took place a battle of great powers, the corpse god, a necromancer, against the legendary hero of the church. A battle of such caliber brought great destruction to the world, until finally the hero emerged victorious. However, all was not lost for the necromancer, for with his dying breath, he unleashed a reincarnation spell, taking form once more in a land far, far away. Taking over the freshly passed away Polka Shinoyama as his host, the corpse god now intends for a peaceful existence. Finding new things and people to care for, this dream of his might not even be far off reach. But problems arise as consequences of his prior actions, for the great necromancer's past is yet to leave his side. Number 3. Mashle, Magic and Muscles. Mashle takes place in a world dominated with magic. Every one of its residents possess magical capacity, and those unfortunate enough to not be born with it are deemed outcasts. In this very world also lives Mashle Bernadette, born magicless. His grandfather, upon learning of his lack, moved to a forest, hiding him from the cruel world. As time goes on, young Mashle, to overcome his magical incapacity, trains and hones his physical strength to a point where even magic has nothing on him. But as fate has it, his secret is revealed, making him and his grandpa a target. Now, to continue living his once peaceful life, Mashle must enroll into the prestigious Eastern Magic Academy, competing with some of the most elite magic users. Number 1. Shangri-La Frontier. Set in a near futuristic time where gaming technology has improved by leaps and bounds, VR gaming is the norm. This boom led to many marvelous games, which also many such that remain glitchy and faulty, only to juice the hype. This tale follows Rakuro Hizutome, one such trash gamer, whose sole purpose is to locate and beat these games. Having just finished his latest play, he walks into his usual gaming store, coming across Shangri-La Frontier, the current most viral game, said to possess some amazing world building. Deciding to change it up a little, he breaks away from the usual trash games and tests his expertise against the treacherous terrain of Shangri-La.